What's up everyone, this is Pooka. This is going to be my second edition of Poké Thoughts. And this one is going to be all about regional championships. So the Autumn Regional Championships took place over this past weekend. There were 5 scattered across North America in Indiana, Texas, Pennsylvania, California, and then 1 all the way up in Ontario for Canada. The winner got, a couple boxes of cards, a fully paid trip to their respective national championships, and 120 championship points. So this was a very, very big event, and the attendance showed that there were hundreds of people at each event. I, of course, attended the Fort Wayne one in Indiana, which had over 300 masters, which meant 9 rounds, top 32. These were 2-day events, very, very long tournaments, but they were ran very well. I was very excited to be at the event. It was a fun time. I just kind of want to go into what won, all that good stuff, and just the events overall. So, going into the event in Battle Roads, we basically had 3 cards dominate the format: Darkrai, Electric, and Terrakion. Darkrai, very, very strong. You have Night Spear, Dark Cloak, all that good stuff. Electric, the main energy accelerator with Dynamotor, can power up Rayquaza or Mewtwo, or even Zekrom still. And Raikou. There's a lot of stuff you can power up. We all pretty much know the electric deck by now. And then there's Terrakion, who kind of keeps the balance of the format. He kind of keeps Darkrai in check. He's also very good against electric. So these were, of course, the main 3 Pokemon to look out for. And, at Regionals, this was no different. The top 4 decks from Regionals were mostly just some combination of Darkrai, Electric, and Terrakion decks. We saw a lot of decks that were Darkrai, Terrakion. We saw a lot of decks that were just straight Darkrai, Sableye, Crushing Hammer. Saw Hydreigon. We saw Rayquaza Electric decks. We saw, Terrakion, Mewtwo decks. So nothing too out of the ordinary did well. But at the end of the day, the decks that won were 4 Electric decks, took down 4 out of the 5 Regionals. 3 of those involved Rayquaza EX. One of them was just a straight Mewtwo Electric deck that was up in Canada. And then the other one, which won the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Regional, was just a straight Darkrai Sableye deck with Crushing Hammer. The 5 winners, let's see, we have Kian Amini, that's from California. I actually don't recognize that name, but he won the California Regional Championship. We have Ross Coffin, who won the Indiana Regional Championship. Ryan Sablehouse won in Pennsylvania. Ty Smith won in Texas. And then Rob Davies won up in Canada. So those are your 5 winners. If you want to see the rest of the top 4 finishers, check out our website, thetopcut.net, where you have all sorts of stuff on there. We have matches from Indiana Regionals. We'll have some from the Pennsylvania Regionals as well. So the cool thing about Regionals is most of them adapted a 75-minute top cut. That was a big thumbs up from all the players. Of course, it's a 2-day event, so we have plenty of time to do that stuff when you have, 2 days. The event still ran pretty long, but there's definitely enough time to go with 75 minutes. It made the event much more legitimate. No games were really decided by time. And overall, this was a big step forward for competitive play for Pokemon. So, I like that. I liked the way pretty much everything went at the tournament. No real complaints from me. As for my tournament, it didn't go so well for me. I ended up going 5-4. Before the event, I was just struggling trying to find a deck. I was between my Darkrai Terrakion deck, which I was using throughout Battle Roads. That was going to be my fallback plan. I also had a new Rayquaza Electric deck that was just based around the Shred from Rayquaza, the shiny one from, well, not really shiny one, but the Dragon Ball one, and then just Potion to kind of keep Darkrai in check. I ended up not going with that, and I also decided not to go with the Terrakion either. At the end of the day, I just decided to go with Darkrai Hydreigon, and it didn't really pay off for me. I thought it was probably the best deck in the format, but I just hit some bad matchups, hit some bad hands, and just wasn't my weekend. I don't want to dwell too much on that, but just some people might wonder how I did. and I did not do very well. But that's okay. There's plenty of tournaments to go. I've had my fair share of success, and I'm not going to dwell on this very much at all. If you were wondering, the regionals promo is this Jolteon, so you can get a good look at that. Yeah, not too great. It's not playable. I believe this is actually going to be the promo for every regional. That's what I heard. So you're going to be getting a lot of those if you go to regionals. Other than that, it was a great event. You know, we were able to do coverage from the Indiana Regional Championship. If you were able to check out the live stream, thank you for that. I really appreciate everyone that tuned in. You know, Drew Holton, he actually decided not to play. He just covered the event instead, and I feel like we got a lot of good stuff. We got a lot of great matches. As I said, everything was live, so you got to see a match from every single round. We had some incredible competition at the event. There was Jason Kozinski, Ross Coffin, who ended up winning, Jay Hornung, Tom Dozel. Each of those guys have made the top 4 Worlds at least once. And then you have John Roberts II, who is our current U.S. National Champion. And then, I guess me, I've won Nationals before too. So, just a ton of high-quality players. And then on top of that, there are 300 other players. So this was probably the toughest event in the country. I mean, I don't want to get into that argument, but it's hard to argue that this was an extremely tough tournament. So congratulations to Ross, who ended up winning. If you want to watch all these matches, we got them on our channel already, so be sure to check those out. Otherwise, you know, I just want to once again say thank you to everyone who tuned in for the live stream of the finals. We had about 250 people watching at one point. I really want to emphasize these live events more often. You know, it really gets more people involved in the game. It gets people, you know, excited to watch their favorite players, and it's really important for the growth of Pokemon if we can get people to watch these live streams. It's helped out other games tremendously, and I think that's something we really need to do better in the future. So that's just going to wrap this up. I just wanted to say regionals was 2 thumbs up for me. Everything went very well. The tournament was pretty cool, and I think everyone pretty much had fun. So I'm looking forward to the next run of events. You got cities coming up probably in about a month, maybe even less than that. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll have more coverage from regionals. If you guys want to see anything or have any suggestions for me, feel free to leave them down in the comments. But these are just some more of my random thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will be back with some more videos soon, I'm sure. So I'll see you next time.